daughter went through a phase where she was absolutely petrified of those automatically flushing toilets. I mean, the stall would open, and the second she would spot the fact that there wasn't a little handle to flush the toilet, she knew, and she would back away and refuse to go anywhere near it. Now, this isn't problematic when you are in your day-to-day routine because we don't have automatically flushing toilets in our home, but it's really problematic when you're on a road trip. We're on a road trip, and we stop at a rest stop, and I think, well, this is an older rest stop. It's possible they won't have the automatically flushing toilets. All right, let's see. We go in. Stall swings open. There it is. She's backing away. I'm holding on to her going, it's going to be fine. I'll put my hand over the sensor so it won't flush. She's hysterical. No, it's going to flush. I'm like, look, mommy will go first and show you that it's not going to flush. So I do. I manage to hold the back of the toilet, hold my hand over the sensor while getting my pants down to pee, pull everything back up while still holding the sensor, and step away, pull my hand away, and voila, it flushes. She's like, okay, all right, I'll give it a shot. After that amazing magic trick that mom just did, I'm going to trust her. So she comes in, I put my hand over the sensor, she sits down, and the second her butt hits the seat, a fly flies into the stall. Just a simple fly, no big deal. But to her, it was a monster from hell. And she loses her ever-loving mind. She jumps up, starts screaming bloody murder over the fact that there is now a fly in the stall. Get it away from me, get it away. I, of course, move my hand trying to keep her from getting her panties on the ground because ew. And then the toilet flushes and then all hell breaks loose. That's it. It's over. There's no going back in that stall. I wish I could say this was the first and only time this had happened, but frankly, every road trip we had been on, it was this fight. And I'd hit my limit. So finally, I got her off the toilet, got her pants pulled up, walked out of the bathroom, and I said, you know what? You can just shit in your pants. I don't know what to tell you. Just do it. Just go to the bathroom in the car. I don't even care anymore. Get in the car. We're going. Hey, I'm not doing this with you anymore. And she's hysterically crying, and grab her hand, take her to the car. Somehow she held it all the way to Memphis. And yes, I'm the meanest mommy ever. Hi, I'm Lene.
And I'm Jordan, and this is
Bourbon and Babies. Welcome back, everybody. It's episode 3. We have a special guest on the show today. I had to go to one of my very funny friends, Kat.
Thanks for having me.
But really what happened is I was thinking, what other mean mommies do I know? And you came to mind.
I love that I'm glad I came to mind. I enjoy that. Because I feel like if what I'm doing resonates with other people, that I'm at the top of my game.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, that is one of the things when we talk about mean mommyhood, right? Mm-hmm. And mean mommies. And I've posted on a few different places on Facebook to try and gauge what people consider mean mommies. And across the board, I heard over and over, if you're not mean sometimes, you're not doing it right. Uh-huh. Speaking of doing it right, what are we drinking tonight, Kat?
Well, we wanted to do something mean. Something mean. So I took to the Google machine, and thank you, Daily Meal, I found this called the Whiskey Devil. Now, we do know the difference between just bourbon and whiskey. We do know the difference.
Tell us.
Well, the difference is that the bourbon is the good stuff and the whiskey is the shit that everybody else drinks.
That's right.
Yeah. I picked up a jar of jalapenos and the blood orange soda. This is actually blood orange sparkling water. And then I can't say, what kind of bourbon is that?
That is Johnny Drum.
Johnny Drum.
It's delicious. I actually hate to mix with it because I think it's delicious straight up, but it was the only bourbon I had left in the house.
And that's what happens when you day drink. That's what happens. So, and then a splash of ginger ale. But we did not make this drink in the Bourbon and Baby studio, did we?
No, we didn't. We made this drink in the Price home kitchen.
So we start with the jalapenos, and we had to muddle them.
Right, and the thing I had most handy for muddling was the end of a fat baby spoon.
And I really feel like that did the trick. I can taste the baby spoonness in the jalapenos. I really think it made the flavor bloom.
I like that. I like it.
Then we needed 3 ounces of bourbon.
Right, and I didn't have the jigger upstairs in order to measure the bourbon, and so I grabbed the closest thing at hand, which was one of my son's baby bottles. The ounces are written right there on the side of it. Filled that sucker up with 3 ounces for each cup, poured it in. We made this cocktail in the most mom way possible.
And then straight out the ice.
Oh,
Y'all,
the ice.
She crushed it on the floor. I don't want it. It wasn't like Basic Instinct with an ice pick. She full on took the bag and like WWE'd it against the floor.
Y'all have been there, right? I mean, this happens. This happens. Our ice machine is broken, and I didn't have any of the ice trays filled up with water, but I did have a bag from when, I don't know, I think I hurt my thumb or something, so.
Oh, is that what I So apparently this drink has blood in it too. So shall we taste this bad boy?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see. Does it taste like O negative? That's not bad.
I think I really like it.
That's really not bad.
I mean, I think it's good. I would drink this again. Let's get started here.
Let's do it. What do you think is your meanest mommy moment? Because I know mine, because I told somebody once and they gasped when I told them, and that's when it really resonated with me. Like, oh, I'm the mean mom. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, everyone has the hot mom, the smart mom. No, I'm the mean mom.
Ooh, I like that.
So who are you? I'm the hot, smart, mean mom. Screw everyone else. I'm just taking all the titles for myself.
Can you share?
Where's
Can I
my
have
crown?
one of those?
Where's my parade?
You get all the crowns.
So we had a sticker chart, and you know, it was for behavior or something, but I remember the sticker chart.
Yeah, the sticker chart worked beautifully in our house.
She's putting up the stickers, and we keep saying actions have consequences. Mm-hmm. But what we found out was that as somebody who is so impatient, for this, she was extremely patient. So,
what do you mean?
So if, you know, you didn't do whatever, you don't get a sticker. And she's like, okay. Because she knew that there would be another opportunity to earn one. She's very patient when it comes to waiting for the stickers. So I realized that consequence was not sinking in. I knew, like a pony, I had to break her. So the next time she did something, it wasn't, you're not getting a sticker. You lost a sticker. Good actions get good consequences. Mm-hmm. Bad actions have bad consequences. I don't want to say consequences are always bad. Everyone needs to have some kind of being uncomfortable to reach success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you're not uncomfortable at one point, that success means nothing.
Yeah.
So good consequences meant she got a sticker. Bad consequences meant something had to be uncomfortable. So she lost a sticker. But she didn't just lose a sticker. I really wanted to resonate with her that this is a bad consequence.
Uh-huh.
So the next time she did something bad, I made her go to the chart, and I said, take one of the stickers down. And then she took the sticker down, and this is where my friend gasped. I said, rip it up. I made her rip it up in front of me and put it in the trash. A little pile of like sparkly, gummy, broken dreams falling into the Rubbermaid bin. It was, I mean, my husband, when the first time I did it, my husband, like, he turned around and he said, I can't watch this. I didn't make her slaughter a fatted calf. It was a sticker. Oh. Yeah. I don't think that she even looked at the chart and realized I'm closer or further from my goal. She remembered that moment. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you.
How many times did she have to tear up stickers?
Twice.
Wow. And she hasn't had to since?
No.
Wow.
So I think that I would say that the whole idea of mean mommy, when you are really boiling it down, if it is reaching a goal, whether that is trying to raise a productive human being or just trying to
take care of yourself, I feel like if you are doing it with a goal in mind, that's one thing. But I feel like a lot of times mean mommies are viewed by society with this intention of just being mean. Because it would be way easier just to be like, oh, you want the sucker, have the sucker. Right.
You want to do, it's not.
And that actually drives me more crazy.
Yeah.
That I actually very rarely, and maybe this is the case for a lot of our listeners, I very rarely see a mom laying down hardcore consequences for behavior and think that's a mean mommy. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever done that. Usually I'm like, you go girl. I'm like patting them on the back. Hell yeah, I got you.
You're just like watching their technique. Like, okay, what did
I'm
they do?
taking notes. I am taking notes
that
for
was
sure.
Brilliant. I'm going to try that. So that being said, are we going to talk about the time about how I waterboarded my child?
I don't think that's appropriate for this
All right.
this country.
I don't know.
I think honestly, I get less frustrated with my friends who are very strict. I appreciate them being strict, and I appreciate them being strict with my kid just as they are with theirs. And I think most of my friends who know that I am a pretty strict mom, they are okay with me being strict with their kids too.
In my house, you will go by my rules. Maybe at your house you get to shoot up heroin and smoke the crack rock and listen to Drake or whatever the kids are doing these days.
Who's Drake?
I don't know. I've heard he has an album or two.
So my daughter had a friend over recently, and I was telling the mom, don't worry, I'm sure they'll be great. And if they're not, and I turned and looked down the stairs and said, if they're not good, I'll beat them, right? And my daughter looks at her friend and goes, she's just kidding.
Kind of.
She's just kidding.
Sort of. Actually, you know what is a mean mommy to do when your kid's friend sucks? On the mean mommy vein, when you are in my house, you play by my rules.
Yeah.
And you will act as my child is expected to act.
And what happens if they don't?
I've sent one home.
Yes, I will send them home. I will send their asses home. I will call their parents and I will say, listen, this is not working. They are not playing nice. I've been very clear what the rules are, and it's not working.
Sorry.
So sorry.
It really does put you in that the friend is going to think that you're a mean mom. Their parent is going to think that you're a mean mom. Mothers are like...
I know. I think back to...
destroy them.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So when I was in high school, I totally did everything I could to destroy my mother.
Mom, if you're listening, I'm sorry, I love you.
Right, I know. I feel so bad about it, and now I know it's coming to me.
But you still should have let me go to the Def Leppard concert when I was 12. I felt like you were really just being a prude.
My mom told me when she found out I was having a girl, the first thing she said is, oh, you're going to get everything you deserve.
Oh, it's so the truth. So let me just, let's talk about OG mean mommies, okay?
Yeah. Wait, define OG.
Old gangster? OG? Sure. Am I using that wrong? The original gangster. That's what it is. Not old gangster. Oh my God. Oh, those old gangsters. They are so fly. So my mom, mean mommy OG. So all I wanted in life, there was a Guns N' Roses concert.
Yes.
I was like 11, and I did not understand why my mother would not let me go to LA to see Guns N' Roses in a general admission show. I didn't understand. I got to the point where I pulled out words from my little preteen arsenal. Like, well, you know what? It can't get much worse. Let's try throwing the F-bomb. Woo! Yeah. Let's launch calling her the B word. Let's do this.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh no.
What were the consequences of your actions?
So let me just go and tell you, it was a sliding scale. So, first I was grounded. Duh. They took toys. They took everything to the point where there was nothing in my room except for a bed with a sheet and like the guest blanket. There were my clothes, and not the ones that I liked. When I kept closing the door, I lost the door. They took off my door. No, they took my door. But
that's a good mom, though.
She stuck to it, and I never forgot it.
And here's what I wonder is, next time you were a pain in the ass about something, was there that moment for her where she thought, oh my God, am I going to have to go through all of this again? Because I've been there where I've thought, I don't know if I can handle a meltdown right now. Like, what do I do? And Jordan and I, we have that look that we give each other where we can both see, like, you got to stick to it. Man, it's hard sometimes, though.
It's so hard.
It is hard being a mean mommy.
So my kid wanted to be a Girl Scout, and she's 6. So there's an informational meeting where there's like 5 different schools that are going to come and learn about Girl Scouts. It happens to be at her school where she goes to after school care.
That's convenient.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? We'll go to that meeting. Is that what you want? And she said yes. So I pick her up from her after school care, but we wait 30 minutes. It's been a long day. At this point, it's 6:30. We're in a hot cafeteria. It's crowded because, like I said, there's like 5 schools. And this woman starts talking about Girl Scouts. And my kid is just not listening. She's not into it. But I know she still wants to be a Girl Scout. But the way that she's reacting is she's not listening. She's talking to the kids around her. She is being disruptive to others. It's one thing if she was just being quiet and not listening, but she's being disruptive too. So I tell her, you wanted to do this. If your tush leaves the seat one more time, we're going to get up and leave. We're going to leave. But I don't just let her, with my kid, I don't ever say, you got that? And she says yes or no. I say, tell me you understand me. And at this point, I can already feel other mothers looking at me at how I'm talking to this little angel-faced darling. And when I said that, that's when I felt the eyes.
The parents are going, damn, is she going to hold up her end of the bargain? Because this kid's going to get up again. They're being wild. It's 6:30. That's the witching hour.
It is. Amen. Sure enough, about 5 minutes later, she not only gets up, she puts a book on her head and she starts walking. We're in the front row, maybe 10 feet from the person who's giving the presentation.
Oh my God.
So,
yeah.
I calmly collect my things. I pick up my purse. I pick up the book. And I look at her and I say, come on, let's go. Now, I'm calm, but she is 6. So she's like, no! I want to be a Girl Scout. So I said, no. Did I warn you? She said, yes. And I said, did you understand? She said, yes. I said, let's go. But mind you, I'm in the front row and the farthest from the door. So not only do I have to drag this sobbing child through 5 schools worth of potential Girl Scouts, my heels, I'd come from work, my heels are clicking on the floor of the silent cafeteria as I pass these mothers, mouths agape, eyes like saucers.
Like on a death march.
Like a death march. And I am giving my child nothing. Just, come on, let's go. But she is just like crying and head down, tears, big old bottom lip. And all I think is, who's the world's meanest mom? It's me. Hi, nice to meet you. So I text this woman and I say, I'm sorry if that was disruptive, but this is what happened. And I'm teaching her that actions have consequences. And this woman said, oh, well, she can still be a Girl Scout. We're used to dealing with kid stuff. And I said, no, ma'am. No, she can't. Maybe next year.
Yes. Mean mommy. But what really is a mean mommy? Some moms are called mean mommies because they lose their temper. And you know what? I can get on board with that. I was a mean mommy in the bathroom with my daughter in the story that I shared at the beginning of this episode. Not my proudest moment. That was not a constructive mean mommy, okay? I'm not cool with that, and I don't want to be that mom. And I've done my very best to not be that mom in every moment since then. The kind of mean mom I am cool with being is the kind of mean mom who sticks to her word. The one who believes and shows her child that actions have consequences. And if that makes me a mean mommy, I'll take it. I'll take it. And for those of us that are trying in and out every day to be a better mom, and those of us that stress a lot about that label of mean mommy, just ask yourself, is it constructive? Is this constructive? And if it's not, then yeah, take a step back and try and do better next time. And if it is constructive, own it, sister. That is it for this episode. Go out, practice your mean mommy tips and tricks that you've learned on today's episode, and jump on our Facebook or Instagram at Bourbon and Babies Podcast and share with us some of your mean mommy stories. Share with us some of the moments that you've experienced and are either proud of or realize that you might want to do differently next time. And we look forward to hearing from you. Say bye to Kat.
Bye.